for today's cup of coffee with Scream. Oh my God, there was screaming last night.
Yeah.
After we recorded and we had about the egg thing, and there's some really weird theories about this egg UFO UAP thing. Going all the way back to Aleister Crowley. That should scare the shit out of everybody. Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Because he was summoning stuff, and it's like, oh, God. And somebody, I think it was Josie, that's one of our pirates, Josie's Jazzy Junk, she's a cool human being, had mentioned about Mork and Mindy, the TV show from yesteryear. And that was how Mork had arrived. He was an alien, and he had arrived in an egg. And I had forgotten that. And I was like, oh, God.
Oh, shit. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff about, like, aliens with the eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, what the fuck?
I don't know. That was crazy. I will tell you, memes. God bless the meme lords and the shit lords, because these were people that have some of these off-the-wall senses of humor, which I appreciate greatly.
Yeah.
And somebody had taken a tape measure and had tied it around a real egg and had it on top of a green carpet. It was fucking hilarious.
That is hilarious. But this was no egg on top of the carpet.
No. Whatever that was real. And it's just like, oh, God. And it's like, it has just been nuts. And it's going to get worse for a minute. And I know that. And it hit us square after we recorded yesterday.
Yeah.
Because the editing tool that I have used for quite a while now, CapCut, was gone. It was part of the TikTok ban. So I sit down to do my normal little routine because I like routine.
Because it was anything ByteDance.
Yeah. Or was it ByteDance? Was that what it was?
ByteDance was the parent company of TikTok, Lemonade, different apps as well.
And then
I can't think of the other ones.
I don't remember whatever. Those are the only three
TikTok,
that I know.
Lemonade,
and the CapCut, like I said.
Yeah, CapCut, and I can't think of the other two.
So I clicked my little CapCut icon, and I got this message. And I was like, there was panic.
Panic.
And so it was a matter of trying to find an alternative.
What's that?
An alternative to this editing tool. Now, if we were one of these big tuber things that had unlimited finances and shit and had been schooled and they have people that were actually schooled on how to do this stuff. Mm-hmm. I am schooled in bumbling and prayer. And it goes together, because as I bumble, I'm like, dear God, please help me. I don't know what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. But I went through quite a few. One of the most sensible things that I did do was that I went on X and I asked Grok. And, as far as what some of the alternatives were to CapCut.
Yeah.
And the one, that DaVinci thing, is owned by a company that is called Black Magic something. And I thought, let's don't.
Yeah, no.
Let's don't.
Yeah, we don't want anything Black Magic related.
And so, and actually, I heard quite a few other people saying that is one of the most overrated programs out there.
Of course it is. I've never even heard of it, to be honest. So.
No, I had heard of it. And so some of the other ones, I tried probably 4 or 5 of them, and they were so cumbersome, and that the learning curve was just stupid. Mm-hmm. And so I finally went, it was Filmora. And this was actually a program. It's Wondershare Filmora. Mm-hmm. And oldest kid had gifted me it was sort of like a trial run of the program several years ago. And at that point, it was a matter of any of this stuff, there's going to be a bit of a learning curve.
Yeah.
And I do not like change. At this point in my life, I don't like it because I have felt like I have been clutching water for like 15 years, close to 15 years now. Mm-hmm. And so if I could have something as simple as a reliable computer program, I'm hesitant to change that.
Yeah.
And I had used the, what is it that comes with Windows Movie Maker for a long time.
Yeah, you used Windows Movie Maker for a long time. And Wondershare Filmora. See, when I heard about it, it was Wondershare. I think it was at the 9 version of it. So it was still kind of new.
It was kind of rough, too. I mean, it had a huge learning curve.
I wouldn't say that it had a huge learning curve. It was about it for me. It was a similar learning curve, but slightly more leveled up. Mm-hmm. Like, so it was a little bit more difficulty than CapCut, but it was still relatively easy to learn.
Yeah, well,
use.
when you were the one that as far as CapCut, and you're like, try this.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, this is wondrous.
Well, I tried CapCut because I used Filmora for a long time,
right?
Like years, and then CapCut came along, and I was like, "Oh, this is so much fucking easier." Plus, it was on mobile, and it was intuitive. It was very natural feeling as far as the way that you used it and stuff like that. It was very easy to learn.
It is a damn good program.
Yeah.
It's well made.
And it did not seriously, it did not pose any fucking security risk.
That was such bullshit government overreach. And there's reasons why, and there were certain lobbyists that were behind wanting to get it taken off. And let me tell you something. A lot of that stuff is, these people are being called out.
I feel like they also did it out of, I don't know if this is once again, my opinion. I don't know whether or not they did it for a fact for this reason. I think they did it out of spite. Purely out of spite. Just to spite the people that voted against him, a lot of them. Because we were all banding together and asking questions on there.
Exactly. And that is what is one of the stupidest. There are some people out there, I don't know how they breathe. They're that damn dumb.
Mm-hmm. This is how we found out that Hollywood is very weird with children.
Yeah.
A lot of satanic stuff going on.
And these people are outing themselves.
Yeah.
All they have to do is speak, and you're like, you're a stupid person. Mm-hmm. And I was to the point today, I mean, because my God, I have had a day of it. And I told somebody, I said either they were a shill or an idiot. And very rarely do I ever say anything like that, because I know you're going to get clapped back on that, And
who'd you say it to?
It was somebody, I don't know. It was, but I'm thinking, if you're that blind that you don't understand what's going on, you're either on the wrong side or you're just dumb. Now, let's face it. There are some people that are not smart. That's reality. And we need to go back to reality. That doesn't mean these people don't have purpose. That doesn't mean that they can't learn different things. But not everybody is created equally. We have free will. Everybody can do something, but it is not equal. Never will be. That's reality.
Yeah.
I will never be able to compete in a triathlon. I'm 59 years old. Mm-hmm. Now, I could sit there and want that and pray for that, but that's not within the realm of possibility.
Right.
Okay? That's fact. And you've got people that are the reality deniers. Oh, my God. But with this thing on CapCut, and you had people even like, well, I never had TikTok. It doesn't affect me. Yes, it does. Because when you've got government overreach to the point that they're determining what you can and can't use as far as any kind of an app.
It's a lot of fuck shit going on, and it showed how much of a tyrannical government that is actually going on, because it's like, oh, they're starting to question. They're starting to speak out. They're starting to actually plan. We need to silence them.
Yes.
Real fast.
Yes. And especially when
we need to shake them up.
And it's a matter of, I want forensic audits on everybody that had any kind of say-so in this that is in government. I don't care if it's a Supreme Court justice. I don't care if it's Congress House. I don't give a shit. If they benefited by buying stock in Meta and then they voted against TikTok, there's a problem. If they've got handlers behind them from other governments, yes, I am going to go there. I'm not going to name names, but I am going to go there. There's a problem. Because we need people that are American, that represent and fight for the people of America. Period. That's a mic drop moment, wasn't it?
I mean, it was well said. It needs to happen.
Yeah. But this chaos, and my God, to not know that I was walking blindly into chaos just trying to edit our cup of coffee. And so I did download the Filmora, because some of the people said that it was basically the same interface as CapCut. Similar, but not the same. There's still a learning curve. I was up till 3 o'clock this morning. 3 a.m. It's like, old lady does not do well with the 3 a.m.s at this point. Unless I'm wandering about the house to go pee.
Yeah, that's about it. Or to have cigarette.
And so, Kid had gone in there and had edited, but I'm like, all right, I need to figure out how to do this. And it is going to take me a minute to get it to where I can do it and do it proficiently.
Well, yeah,
but I did create one.
You did. But as far as like you be able to use it proficiently, everything has a learning curve.
Sure,
it's a new
does.
program, and so you got to allow a buffer for yourself,
right,
with that. But in this case, this was like oh shit, fuck, what do I do?
Right. It was forced on me.
Yeah.
And it's like,
but then again, it's like, well, the preparations beforehand, but sometimes you don't think that something's actually going to go through, you know?
It was craziness.
This was just bullshit.
Yeah.
Because it should not have been a case thrown up there in the first
right.
place.
It's somebody else trying to control other people's lives. I resent that greatly. You know, and I think there's other people that are filled with resentment. It's like, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, no.
You know, I worked very hard for a very long time to be a responsible individual. And I'm seeing these people that have done nothing. They've not paid their dues because they knew somebody benefit off of other people's hard work. That pisses me off. It's just like all these people. We've got snow again and bitter cold temperatures coming in. And my heart is with those people in North Carolina. And people are like, well, they just need to relocate them. And it's like, no, you don't understand. These are mountain people. Appalachian culture. No, these people have been lied to and cheated and stolen from for generations. All the way back to the Trail of Tears, folks. And then some. We don't trust government anything.
No. I mean, for fuck's sake, the government's what stopped the people from living in the houses that the Amish built for them. They are the ones that let a child die.
Yeah.
I mean, let other people die because they wanted to use that land.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to take that land.
They had shown the line of people waiting to get propane and stuff, and it was 2 or 3 miles long. And I'm like, oh my God, this reminds me of the oil embargo back in the 70s. And I don't understand why it is that people will die and then suddenly they're deified.
Question, isn't that what Biden talked about like a few years back about something being like the 70s?
Probably.
Sounds really familiar with the gas shit that went on.
Those of us that lived through the time that Jimmy Carter was in office, and then because that he died, he was 100. What more could you? He'd just sort of there.
There needs to be term limits too.
He wasn't 100 when he was in office. Keep up with me.
No, I'm saying, but in Congress.
Yeah, we definitely need term limits on some of that stuff. But my God, and people saying, "Oh, he was fabulous." It's like, where the hell were you?
Right.
Other than the government cheese. That was about it. And somebody be going, "Orlando, honey, now you forgot that he did this and he did that." And it's like, there was a lot of shady shit that went on back during that time.
Yeah.
I was a kid, but even then, I understood some of the stuff that was going on. And it just, I don't think it's asking too much to have competent, qualified, elected officials that love this nation and love the people of this nation, that they want the best for the people of this nation, that they want this nation to thrive.
That is not too much to ask for, and it's not unrealistic to ask for. It's just somehow, through the Satanism and shit like that, that's
globalists.
What happened. Yeah.
Yeah. That they're trying to destroy countries. And I know that one man, I can't remember if he's the guy from Argentina or what. God, he is a hoot. I love him. He's the one that's got the big sideburns.
Oh, God.
He's adorable.
With the mutton chops.
Yeah, sort of. Malay or something like that is his name. I can't remember it. But he had, with his people, he had a chainsaw that he went through there, and as far as cutting out that bureaucracy, and I read the other day that they have a surplus of money in their nation for the first time in like 14 years or something. And he ain't done. He is giving these government employees a competency test. And if they can't pass the competency test, their ass is fired. That's reasonable. Don't hire stupid people.
Yes.
But as far as going back to the cap cut thing, some of these other programs, it was almost like a race to see who could be the most mediocre.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. A lot of the programs that you looked at, I'm assuming were supposed to be similar, if not.
To cap cut, yeah.
All of them are just meh. And that's because they really don't.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's about them wanting to make money or whatever.
But if you have an inferior product, and somebody goes to a product that is better, that is healthy competition. That's how capitalism works. Somebody makes a product, somebody else makes a better product or a similar product for less. That's capitalism.
Yep.
And it makes everybody try to do better. And we've lost that right now. We need to reclaim that. And as far as some of these people, oh God, with the TikTok thing and that people were going on the, what was it? Red card or whatever the hell it was. What is it called?
Red note?
Yeah. Oh, God.
What?
I mean, that to do actual Chinese communism.
Yeah.
And it's just like...
Well, I'm learning Mandarin. People are learning Mandarin. And they're learning that you can't talk about certain things, and they're getting shocked. They're shocked that you can't say certain stuff on there because you'll get banned.
It's communism. That's the whole
once
thing
again,
about
it's a wake-
communism.
This is a way that I guess it's waking people up,
But this is where they
Having
need
their
to
eyes opened real
realize,
fast.
yeah, the same thing is going on YouTube. It's going on with Google. It's
Yeah.
going on with Meta. And that's what people on X, they were explaining and exposing the fucking hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm.
Zuckerberg sat there and lied to Congress about his, selling people's data and stuff.
Yes, Mama, this is the man who his own friends that he built the company on. He stole it from both of them.
Yep. This is not an ethical person.
He didn't do jack shit. Hardly, but he stole the company.
Right.
He's not a good person.
No. And now he's trying to play nice. Oh, I'm a changed man. Time will tell.
Not. What? You got a good wig and you got a necklace.
Mm-hmm. At least he doesn't look quite as android as he did. But time will tell.
That cosmetic booth really got him going.
Uh-huh. And it's one of those to sit there and pat somebody on the head and go, yeah, it's okay. Nuh-uh. That includes these people that's embedded within our systems everywhere. Public schools, local governments and stuff like that. And I think that people have understood we slept. We fucking slept. People was out trying to have lives and families and different things like that. They were just busy being busy, and they blindly believed. And blind faith in anything will get your ass killed. So this has been a huge wake-up call.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And we have no clue.
And it's just begun.
Uh-huh. Because the enemy is not going to just lay down and die. That is not. Anybody that's ever watched a damn horror movie knows better than that.
Yeah.
Situational awareness all the time, everywhere. Assume nothing. Oh, God. But it was crazy. I was just... And then I had the vertigo. That was bad. Yeah, amongst everything. So it was a matter of taking a meclizine and just pushing through.
Yeah.
And
you gotta do what you gotta do.
The edit that we used was kid produced. Yeah. And so he has a different style than I do.
It wasn't that different.
It wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was bad, but I am very formulaic because I've got lots of Virgo bits. I'm formulaic. But yours was good.
Okay.
Yours was good. It's just the difference between your art and my art. Oh, hell, it ain't like mine's working.
I was trying to see, okay, what did I do differently other than I animated the text?
Well, no, and I really enjoyed the fact that you
video,
had the voice thing, that you could see the sound waves. That was cool.
Uh-huh.
So I very well may keep something like that. But as far as having the little placard at the end that has the quote and stuff on it, and I do that as far as visually so that people can read that. Mm-hmm. The intro. Well, this is my formula.
I wanted to include the video, the actual video, rather than just a screenshot at some point. So that's why I did that.
And you didn't do it wrong. I was grateful to God because my ass was falling out.
Yeah.
So at least I
don't know what the heck was going on with you, but that was scary.
It was scary. I mean, it kind of freaked me out. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me?
It's like, dude, you're describing symptoms that I don't even know how to...
Yeah, it was just weird. I'm feeling much better today, but,
It's like, was
back
that
to my
a
normal
form of
abnormal
panic attack?
No, I don't think it was. I don't know if it was planetary alignment. I don't know if it was the weather system coming in. I don't know. But I thought, it was weird. It was weird.
Yeah.
Didn't want it again. So just be patient with me while I try to get this Filmora thing. I've sit and took time today to watch tutorials. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that there were things that CapCut had the capability of doing that I didn't know about. Because again, once I get a formula down, I'm like, it's a need to know.
Right.
But it's like I have my little mug shot at the beginning, which usually lasts 9 to 11 seconds. Then it's like I have a transition from the mug shot and stuff into whatever our backdrop is. Mm-hmm. And we do podcasts. There's nothing to see here.
Right.
We do this so that people can have an earbud and go about their day. Walk their dog, drive their car, wash their dishes, whatever, so that we can be company for them. Mm-hmm. You know, that they don't have to sit there and just look at a screen. You know, those who like to look at a screen, we're probably frustrating. But then at the end, after we get finished, I always have a quote that will go with whatever we've talked about. And the outro, I mean, that's just your outro, and then have the music and have the fade in and the fade out. I actually spend a lot of time doing this shit.
You do.
You know, and it's like, I was pissed.
You panicked.
I was pissed.
Pissed and panicked.
I had paid. To use CapCut for a year.
Yeah, a lot of us did. Yeah. Yeah, and we can't get that money back.
No. And to a degree, it wasn't the business's fault. It really was not.
No, it was not. They did not. They abided by the law to a T, and they still got shit on.
Mm-hmm. But
because once again, people were coming against the government because the government's doing some fuck shit, and people can't help but talk about it.
Right. And honest to God, I heard the testimony of this one lady, and she was a musician or something, and she explained how her life had been transformed through TikTok because she was able to create content to where she could support herself. You know? And people's like, well, you shouldn't be done. Well, let me tell you something. I have worked places where the whole damn thing shut down. So what's the difference? Whether it's brick and mortar or whether it's cyber. Mm-hmm. If you work for somebody else, you never really know either. Because shit happens. But the fact that, I mean, she was just, it was heartbreaking. You know, she had been able to provide for herself, for her family. She had gotten a house, different things like that. And then people's like, well, he should have made a better financial whatever. Bullshit. Some of us have never had enough money to make a financial decision on anything other than which loaf of bread we can afford today. That's reality for some people.
Yeah.
And we're not complaining about it. But there are some people that are so fucking out of touch with other people in this nation that it's just ridiculous.
Well,
but
that's what happens when you get everything handed to you on a platter. You become out of touch.
I did read today that TikTok had put out some kind of message that they are working with Trump and hopefully will be back online soon. And I think that I had read also closer to the time that we started recording that there were some people, I think it has been removed from the App Store at the time of this recording, but those that already had it downloaded, that they could view content, but they couldn't upload and stuff.
Yeah. See, I said, okay, since it's going to be banned for a minute until Trump does whatever with it, I'm going to delete this app off my phone to save up some so I can have more storage on this thing. And then when they said, oh, you can come back up on the thing and watch videos again, I'm like, shit. But I still got it installed on my other phone.
Okay.
So I can do that.
Okay, well, that's good. Because of Aries, me sitting there going, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Listen.
It was a tense night.
I'm getting real pissed off with the Android phone. Real pissed off with it.
Well, it's what you got right now. Just roll with it until you can do better.
Yep.
It's the Appalachian way. Make the best out of a bad situation. Yeah. Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yeah, pretty
Boots
much.
on the
That's been
ground.
the theme lately. Work with what you got.
Yeah, that's how I was raised. When you raised with a Marine father, my God, like I said, I was not born, I was inducted. But it's helped me survive.
Yeah.
So,
To the ooh to the ooh.
yeah, my God. Final thoughts over there, kid?
It's a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Loves it.
So as I had a rough night, he had a rough night too.
Oh, I was
Because what hits one hits the other.
at a certain point. I was up till 4, and I was like, okay, do I have to go to sleep?
Yes.
I might as well just stay up and do the full round until the next day, and then go to sleep at the normal time.
That don't work.
No, my ass hit the bed and I was out.
Mm-hmm. And he got up about 2:00 today.
Actually, no.
Were you up before then?
Yeah. When you went to bed for the second time, which was around 12, that's when I got up.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was sitting there at my computer.
I'm one of these that there for years, I was able to do with the 3 or 4 hours of sleep.
Uh-huh.
That's just how I was.
Your body doesn't run well on it.
No, well, some people's do and some people's don't, because it's like if you can sleep for a few hours and then get up and do and then nap and rest is your... There again, everybody has put us on some kind of abnormal schedule.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Oh, you got to eat now. You got to sleep now. You got to... No.
Well, it was a schedule to fit the working...
Factory workers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To fit work-life schedule. That's what it was. And then it blew up into this whole thing. It's like I saw something someone started. It was on some sort of bridge or whatever, and they were putting like these baby tomatoes, like these little cherry tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was supposed to be like some sort of memorial as a joke or whatever. And then people started thinking it was a tradition and then started putting more tomatoes on the thing. And soon it just collected with tomatoes.
Okay. See, I would have been the one going, why is there tomatoes here? Did somebody lose their tomatoes? Are there tomatoes?
It was like a shrine.
Oh, okay.
It became a shrine.
A tomato shrine?
Yeah.
I think I would have showed up with some salad.
It was supposed to be a memorial of someone, just as a joke.
Yeah.
And then it turned into an actual thing.
That happens lots.
And so that's how propaganda happens.
Yeah.
They spread a lie, and then someone catches it, and then, it just turns into this whole shit show. That's how the factory workers became indoctrinated. That's how we became indoctrinated in the schools.
Question everything.
Am I sounding crazy?
Nope. Not at all.
Because I'm like, is this actually linking up?
Yes. And there are people that have been dot connectors and that connect the dots a whole lot deeper than we could ever want to go. So,
and this is coming from someone that's part of the Smooth Brain Gang committee, Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of Gen Zs that's waking up to what's been going on. I really do. And I think that TikTok, for some of the Gen Zs, it's not just, and it was through youngest kid over there, because at first I thought, oh God, it's just dumbasses on one cluster of them. No, there were some really good people over there on TikTok that were smart people.
Mm-hmm, that's the thing. We're looking at the dumb people and we're all like, how is it y'all are getting famous?
Mm-hmm.
How are y'all getting the attention?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will still never understand how Charli D'Amelio became famous.
I don't even know what that is.
She was a TikTok dancer that just ultimate white girl. Like, she's just basic.
I don't know.
Basic. And she's not even a good dancer.
I don't know. There's a lot of people that's famous and they're not talented.
Now, I ain't going to start calling
Yeah, because we're running long on this one. Anyhow, everybody's having the paranormal and supernatural. Kid wanted to know, should we change category? No, because all of this relates back to the paranormal and supernatural. All of it. Everything that everybody's going through right now. So, no, that's where the category is. Just realize that those things are bleeding over. Mm-hmm. Realities are... the streams are crossing. Like in Ghostbusters, don't cross the streams. Oh no, the streams are being crossed.
Well, I asked if it would fall into the category of commentary, and I think that it does.
We're so out neurospicy, there is no way that we could, you know.
Does
They need
this
to have
not
a
fall into the line of social commentary?
but we do, like I said, with the paranormal and the supernatural and the UFOs and the egg.
It goes right in with the social commentary, does it not?
I think that they need to have a separate category that says neurospicy. Yeah, I may suggest that.
There is. That's in the tags. You tag it.
Neurospicy?
Yeah, neurospicy. And then you put like social commentary, and then you put paranormal and other stuff. It goes in together. The category, that's the thing. People are trying to categorize themselves.
You can't.
But literally, when you put in tags, you're putting everything that's in the video so that people can find you. And that varies a lot.
Yeah, but YouTube says that doesn't even matter. They do. Yeah.
Well, YouTube is pay to play, so fuck.
Sure they are. That's all right. Do you want to tell the people where we can be found?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Wordlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. You can also check us. You can check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Wordlanda COCWS. I wouldn't even recommend like advertising my Twitter because I'm thinking of doing something with it.
Okay, God. You can find us probably for the next week or two again, sitting on top of this seal with 12 cats. Oh God.
Oh
God.
I watched this video of
12 cats ever.
I watched this video, and it was a police report, and it had the audio. This dude called the cops on himself because he shot his whole family of 5, maybe.
Oh,
no, 5
God.
or 6. And then when they got there, he was going to shoot himself, and it's like, well, this is it. This is me and the cats right here. This is Mama's going to be calling me. I'm not going to be there because I have killed all the cats.
We're joking. We have to put that for the algorithm.
Yeah, this is just dark humor.
Yeah, humor.
It's really fucking. It's dark humor. Not everybody gets it.
Those of you all who may be new, we are goth. We just don't look it. Goths are born.
Well, the thing is, with that like really extreme dark humor, it's a coping mechanism.
It is.
To just simply deal with the shit, the absurdity that's going on in the world.
It certainly is. It certainly is.
So.
But always, no matter what's going on, God is still God all by himself.
He's God and he can do all things. And he through all this, he's working.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he's got planned.
We don't have
But it's
to.
big.
We're all, it's
like, I don't know how to describe it. It's ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So,
nervous excitement.
Stay in prayer. Pray one for another. Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.